I'm here to show you my workout or my dynamic warm-up for an athlete who is looking to prepare for a practice or a game. The athlete that I decided to choose was a track athlete, preferably a high jumper, because I've been working with high jumpers for a while now, and this is just the type of dynamic stretches that I do with them before their trainings or their meets. Now, thinking of this, dynamic warm-ups or dynamic stretches do have an impact on their performance, and I know that static stretching also has been looked down upon for not being something to do before workouts, but and I'm not going to be showing any static stretching because the majority of the time I do not do any static stretching. But if an athlete is tight somewhere, we might grab a band and do some static stretching with the bands, or just do static stretching without the band. That way it gets them prepared for kind of correcting their posture, and then we move into our dynamic stretches. So what I like to do when I'm doing my dynamic stretches is I like to kind of go from smaller movements up to a little bit quicker, so slower to quicker movements. The very first movement that I like to work on is very simple. I just have my athletes walk, and they'll do their arm circles going forward. They'll walk all the way down. Okay. Sometimes they can add a little hop in, so if I'm going backwards, I'm going in reverse. And sometimes you might add just a little hop, or maybe even dynamically move the gastrocnemius a little bit. Okay. Then I have them come down on one knee, and they'll work on stretching their lat a little bit, so they'll pull over. Back to the other side. And they'll do this for a little bit, maybe even sometimes hold them for 2 seconds. Bring it back, 1, 2, bring back, and then we move into our next one, which is our high knee holds. So before I have them do the high knees, I like them to come up and hold, work on a little bit of their balance, get some stabilizers in here. And so I come all the way down, and they'll do each of these exercises down and back, but I'm just gonna, for purposes of this video, so you're not having to watch me twice, I'm just gonna do them down and show you each of the exercises. Now the next exercise that I wanna show you is the high knees, and what I do with this exercise is I make sure that they are able to quickly move through this. They're not looking to try to go for distance. They want to get as many high knees in as they can and as fast as they can through this. So they're going to move like this, all the way down, and they'll do it down and back as well. The next one they'll be doing is our butt kicks, which I'm going to move same way, quick. Okay, and now that we've worked on some of our quads, we've worked on our hip flexors, some quick movement through there, we're going to get into our lunge. Okay, get some of our glute activation in there as well, but we're going to add it with a twist, so we can kind of work on our erectors a little bit too. So I'm going to come down in lunge position. I'm going to turn into the leg that I have up, and I have them come up. I'm going to have them do the same thing, stretch through it, and back up. Now, I don't let them do the stretch with this, like this, because I believe a lot of athletes focus on trying to do that too quickly, and they don't really get the stretch. So I have them just turn into their leg, back up. Turn into their leg, back up. And then they don't take any steps in between until they get the whole way through. Now, the next one we're going to do is the Frankenstein. And now we're adding a little bit of some more movement in here, okay? And I leave this to the middle of our exercise because if you start this too early, they might pull something in their hamstring. So all they're going to do is they're going to start low. Okay, take each one's a step. Each time they're trying to get a little higher. And once I get through that, the one is our another hamstring exercise. I'm going to be walking and taking 2 hands, moving down Okay, working on some balance too. I do this and take about 3 steps. And I'll do it again on the other leg. 3 steps, kick forward, kick back. Okay, I have 2 more exercises that I like to do. One, preparing my athletes for their workouts or their practice session. The second one is I guess there's 3 more. The next one is our power skips. Since they are high jumpers, I like to work on their activation for their some power exercises as well. So we're going to do some power skips and then just going to alternate between the 2. Driving up as high as I can get. Okay, and they'll do that down and back as well. And before we get into our sprinting, I like them to do some bounding, which is basically trying to see if they can hold out a stretch in the air. They're trying to get as far as they can, but as fluently as they can. They're not just trying to jump as far as they can. So it'll look similar to this. Okay, trying to get some type of hang time in there. And again, they'll do that down and back before they get into their sprinting, which is last one. I'll just have them say, I'll say set go. And they'll go back. I'll say set go. Now, when they're done with all that, we do get into our agility drills. We bring out the ladders and we add a little bit more warm-ups to it, but those are continuously changing depending on the day. So basically that's it. And then we get into our other workouts and our strength training program. And sometimes I'll add a variation of exercises in there, but those are the main ones that I like to stick with, especially for high jumpers. So thank you for looking at my video, and I'll see you.